All right, this is the first segment of cooking in the country. I could have chose the food processor, but I remember my dad, my grandmother, and my mom's as well, and they used to chop it themselves. And I think that has something to do with the love in putting it into the pot, whatever you're cooking. And they usually talk about the Trinity, the Holy Trinity, the celery, the onion, and the bell pepper, I believe, was the Holy Trinity. But I think it's 5 ingredients that I think my grandparents and my dad, my mom's, they used to chop it. So we decided to put Louis Armstrong and Ella Fitzgerald together. But here goes, So I chose to chop it because I kind of think that, again, it's about the love of the art of it. I mean, you can get a food processor, and a lot of people just say, "I'll just throw it in the food processor and let it go." But I think that if you chop your food and you put it in the ingredients and just right, I believe you have a winning, and you know it. You know that you put the love in it, and that's what it's all about. It ain't processor. It's not processed. It's love in the food, and that's what you want. You want that love in the food. You don't want anything else but love. So here we go. Now I like a lot of garlic in mine, and I guess a lot of people said, well, garlic is this, it's medicinal and carrying on, and what it does, it thins the blood. From my understanding, what I read, my research or whatever, and it's like a blood thinner for the heart. And so I think it's good that you have so much of it, and you'll taste it. The food will taste better with it. So it's like medicinal. And so I got some parsley, and parsley is so important too. Anything that's green it's good for you. So I got the celery, and you got to have celery in it, and you got to have green onions and bell pepper. You know what? I'm going to try this ginger this time, and we've been trying to figure out what kept us healthy. I think that our grandmothers used to cook this stuff and put it in the food, and they loved it, and they chopped it, and so that's what I think. I think it's missing. I think the kids don't have this thing about them, and then when you see the shows, they look at the chopping is already done, and they use a food processor. And I'm not a fan of the food processor. But anyway, so it ain't like I can cook. I mean, I think I can throw down when I want to, but this ingredients must be in all the time. So it's not just a three ingredients. It's all of this. This is the key to a good meal, good tasting meal, and what have you. So here we go, and I'm gonna start chopping. So I mean, you need a good knife. Now I got this knife, and I'm gonna get another one, but this is the knife I like chopping it right now. And you have to have it sharp, or he'll cut your hands off, or fingers off, and maybe that's a part of the healthiness as well, or what you want to say is that if you throw it in the food processor, you don't have to worry about cutting yourself and so forth. And I got it. But this is how the old folk did it, and now I got to put on these gloves to make it seem like I am health conscious. But I think it's a part of all that, man. So here we go. We're gonna try to do this thing with what we have.